Today in Madden I have created a team of only Big Ten players. If you don't know what the Big Ten is, well, it's a division in NCAA football. Now the teams in the Big Ten is Illinois, Michigan State, Michigan, Nebraska, Ohio State, Wisconsin, Iowa, Maryland, Northwestern, Penn State, and Rutgers. We're going to be playing as the Carolina Panthers because, well, they finished 2-15 last year. And here is our lineup. We have Kirk Cousins at quarterback, Saquon Barkley at running back. We have a great wide receiver core. Now, DJ Moore's the only wide receiver that isn't out of Ohio State. Terry McLaurin, Garrett Wilson, and Chris Olave are all from Ohio State. Our O-line is pretty decent. We have Pat Freiermuth and Mike Gesicki at tight ends. Now, this team has a great offense, but the defense is even better. This defense has 4 X factors. This D-line is insane. Imagine Micah Parsons and Nick Bosa both coming at you. We got TJ Watt on our team, so I do feel like this defense could carry this team all the way to the Super Bowl. Alright, so we are here in week 1. Let's go ahead and sim the mid-season and see how well the team is doing. Alright, somehow this 90 overall team is 3-3. Now, Kirk Cousins is actually having a really good season. 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 1 interception. The yards aren't that good, but the touchdown and interception ratio is really good. Saquon Barkley has 390 yards and 2 touchdowns, so he's not doing too good. Terry McLaurin is our leading wide receiver with 289 yards and 0 touchdowns. Chris Olave is in second with 289 too, and 4 touchdowns. Micah Parsons has 7.5 sacks, and Nick Bosa has 6. We only have 3 interceptions on the year. Jerome Baker has 2, and Marshawn Lattimore has 1. Alright, let's go ahead and simulate to the playoffs, and let's see if we can make it. And we were able to make the playoffs at 12-5. Kirk Cousins finished with an amazing season. 3,600 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. Saquon Barkley had a turnaround year, 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. We had no 1,000-yard receivers. Chris Olave finished at top with 902 and 10 touchdowns. Terry McLaurin had 849 yards and 1 touchdown. Micah Parsons and Nick Bosa combined sacks. They kind of had 40.5. Jerome Baker had 3 interceptions. Marshawn Lattimore had 2. TJ Watt had 1. Andrew Van Ginkel had 1. And Josie Jewell had 1. We're going to go ahead and actually hop into this game and watch our team play. At the end of the first quarter, the score is 7-0. We are down. At the end of the second quarter, we have a score of 10-7. We are up. At the end of the third quarter, we have a score of 17-10. We are still up. Now we are going to go ahead and hop in and watch this game. Alright, so the Falcons are punting with 5 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock in the fourth. Alright, and here is our offense. Hand off to Barkley, who's going to fumble and pick up by Atlanta. Barkley was definitely down. His entire body was down. Alright, and it ended up being overturned, and Barkley was able to get 4 yards out of that. Alright, Cousins steps back to throw. Fires. He's got Pat Freiermuth, who drops the pass. Cousins throws, and Pat Freiermuth catches that one. First down, Panthers. Pat Freiermuth was able to get us all the way up to the 40 there. Cousins throws. Intercepted by A.J. Terrell. Oh, no. If Cousins can't catch up to him, pick 6. Wow. Okay, that's kind of good for us, though, because now we have a bunch of time on the clock. But that's also not good because now the game is tied. Cousins steps back to throw. And fires, and it's batted down. Fires, and it's caught by Saquon Barkley. What a catch. Cousins throws immediately, almost picked off again. Cousins steps back to throw. And gets it off, incomplete. 4th and 10. It is now desperate times. We need a big stop here. We need our defense to come up clutch. And there's your 2-minute warning. Still 17-17. Falcons have a ball. Dalton. And he is sacked by Nick Bosa. His first one of the game. It is now 3rd and 21. Cousins. Hand off to Barkley. Barkley gets a big gain. Breaks free. Touchdown, Panthers. Dalton fires. Broken up. What a breakup. Final score was 24-17. Now let's move on to that divisional round game. Let's go ahead and watch this divisional round game against the Packers. At the end of the first quarter, we have a score of 7-0. We are down. At the end of the second quarter, we are down 28-7. Okay, in the third quarter, we just decided to put up 21 points, and the score is 28-28. So now it is pretty crucial that we get turnovers and everything. We just need to do what we did in that third quarter.
2,000 years later.
And the Packers special teams unit is on the field. This kick is up. It is good. So now we have a less tougher challenge, and we just have to kick a field goal to tie it up. Lots of time. Fires. Almost intercepted. Lots of time again. Fires. He's got Saquon Barkley, who can't quite get the first. It is now 3rd and 1. And here is your 2-minute warning. 28-31. 2 minutes for us to score a touchdown or to score a field goal. Cousins throws. He's got Pat Fryer move.
2 hours later.
Cousins steps back to throw. And he's airing it out for... He's got Chris Olave! Even though they're up at the 3, could have just handed it off, and it looks like they just want to send it into overtime. The kick was good. It is now 31-31. And 0 seconds on the clock. And this game is going into overtime. And the Packers won the toss. We still get a chance, though. It's now 2nd and 3. Hand off to Saquon Barkley. He's got the first and a little bit more. Cousins steps back to throw. Fires. He's got DJ Moore, who can't quite get the first. It is now 2nd and inches. Cousins. Hand off to Saquon Barkley. He gets about 5 yards there. And halfback toss to Barkley. Can't break a tackle. Cousins steps back to throw. Hit that guy. Chris Olave. Okay. He hits Terry McLaurin in the field goal unit. This kick is up. And it is good. We're moving on to the NFC Championship. Alright, we are here in the NFC Championship. Going up against the 14-3 Cowboys, who I assume are the first seed. Let's go ahead and hop in and watch this game. It's going to be a good one. And the score in the first quarter is 9-0. Okay, and we kind of made a comeback. It is now 12-10. If we absolutely get our ass beat, here in the third quarter, I am going to be coming in the fourth and playing a little bit. So we are down. We need to score 2 touchdowns to tie it up. Okay, there's Chris Olave. All right, we got Chris Olave. There he's out. He's able to outrun the defenders. Touchdown. The only thing I'm going to do now is I'm just going to try and get us out of this little mess. Alright, I was able to get us out of that mess.
A few moments later.
Kirk Cousins steps back to throw. Fires. Touchdown! Chris Olave! And we are able to make it into the Super Bowl. Let's go ahead and watch this Super Bowl against the Buffalo Bills. At the end of the first quarter, we have a score of 3-0. We are down. And at the end of the second quarter, we have a score of 7-3. Alright, and at the end of the third quarter, we have a score of 10-7. Now, let's go ahead and hop in and watch this game and see if we can make a comeback. Cousins, hand off to Saquon Barkley, who is gonna get 5 here. It is now 2nd and 5. Cousins steps back to throw. Fires. He's got Pat Fryer move for the first down. 2nd and 1. Cousins throws. He's got Chris Olave. Hand off to Saquon Barkley, who gets a bunch here. Hand off to Saquon Barkley, who is not quite able to get a touchdown. Down at the 3-yard line. Hand off to Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Panthers! We take a lead in the Super Bowl. And this is probably the most boring Super Bowl ever. And it's a fumble picked up by the Panthers. And as I was just trash-talking the Super Bowl, we just got a turnover. Hand off to Saquon Barkley. He goes nowhere. 3rd and 7. Kirk Cousins steps back to throw. Fires. He's got DJ Moore, and they're going for a QB kneel. Oh, because Buffalo is all out of timeouts. The Carolina Panthers have just won a Super Bowl. A team of Big Ten players was able to win the Super Bowl. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. And peace out.